Hello everyone, this is Lori Gunn here in the violin room, and I want to share with you today some of the items that I always keep in my violin case, and I'll share with you a few reasons why I keep them, and I'll show you where I keep them. I have all of these items that I keep in three places in my case. I keep them either in this big pocket here, or this little side pocket here, or in my zipper pocket in the front of the violin case. My violin case came with a tube for straight strings. You can purchase strings that are straight and you could store it there. It came with a hygrometer system and some gauges. And I keep two spare violin bows in there along with the bow that I'm going to use in the concert or performance or rehearsal. So here we go. For some reason, I have all these pencils, so 7 of them. I guess it's a lucky number. And one pen, which I keep in this back pocket here. I also have clothespins, which are very helpful both indoors and outdoors for keeping the music in place. A quick clip, very helpful. So I keep them with the pencils. I keep always some earplugs. These have been kind of used, and these are foam earplugs, but you could keep, better ones inside the case. Sometimes you need them if the concert is loud or you're sitting in a section where an instrument is just striking you as loud. So I keep those also back here. I have paper clips, which I use sometimes to mark music. If the music is torn on the bottom corner, I might put one of these right above it so that the page can be turned well. I keep those in here. I have a light that I clip to the music stand, and that folds up pretty small, and it's not the brightest one, but it has come in really, really handy if a hall or a church or performing area is quite dark. And I keep spare batteries for that, so I put that in here. Also in that pocket, I have these really slick hand warmers, and they have come in handy for, sometimes I lend them to friends, whatnot, and you click this coin and it causes a chemical reaction and they get warm. And then I just have to restore them and put them back in my case. So I always keep them in my case with my light. I keep a humidity control snake called a dampit, and I do use that in the larger halls. My instrument will get dry if I don't use it, especially in the winter. So I keep that here with my light and my hand warmers. I've found that keeping some of these very small Post-its in the case is helpful too, because very often you're asked to make cuts in your music, and these I can use to mark quick cuts, or if the cut is longer, it will tell me to turn a page, where to turn to. So I always keep these also in this pocket. I keep a practice mute. This is a heavy duty practice mute in my case, in case I want to warm up and not disturb any other players, or if I'm in a hotel room. This is very handy. I keep a regular mute, but I keep that on my violin. I keep a hair tie just in case. I've sometimes even lent these out to people if they need a hair tie. I have a quarter, and I'm not sure why. So, because we can't make phone calls anymore, but I have a feeling I've used it to maybe open an item or something and used it like a screwdriver. So I keep it in here. I keep a pencil sharpener so that I can sharpen all those pencils and be ready backstage. I also keep a nail clipper, And I like this kind because it catches all of my nails. They don't go flying, they fall into this little white piece. So I keep that in my case as well. I try to keep this item, which is called New Skin. It's like a liquid Band-Aid. Every once in a while, I get a cut on one of my fingers where I need to hold my bow or play my fingers down, and I'll put that on and I'm good to go. It won't sting anymore when I play. I keep some Advil or ibuprofen, like this little trial sized in, because sometimes the days are long. You might have a tight muscle and a headache. And again, I've also lent this to friends if they need one, and then I have it here. I always keep a set of spare strings. This happens to be a set of obligato strings for violin in case one breaks. I keep a rosin. I keep some business cards. This is a business card for my group Fiddle and Strum. So I have them in here. I'll put them over here. I keep a spare pad and rubber bands in case something happens to my current shoulder rest, and I can use this in a pinch. It's very compact and easy to travel. I have a few bling, I guess, some wristbands that say frog on butter. Maybe I'll just put those on. I don't think I'll put them back in my case. Lately, I've been having to use readers. These are special glasses that help me to read the music better. So I just keep this in my violin case over here. And I keep always a cloth to wipe off my instrument. And what I noticed when I was clearing out my case is that I always keep this. This was written by my daughter, and it's the special quote from the Lemony Snicket books about the bad violin player. So before I go, I will read it to you. I hope that this post helps you and you can maybe get a few more handy items into your music violin case or viola case. So here we go, Lemony Snicket's. There is one and only one advantage to somebody who cannot play the violin insisting on doing so anyway. And the advantage is that they often play so loudly that they cannot hear if the audience is having a conversation. Thank you. Bye.